I'm the delivery driver. I'm here to pick up something.
Yes, you're here to take our original corbeille.
Huh?
It's a painting, dear. You'll be taking me and Mr. Butler, too.
I don't think I'm supposed to take passengers.
What is all this nonsense? Mr. Octavius Butler, this was all supposed to be arranged. Didn't you tell the company that we simply can't let this painting out of our sight?
I did, my love, I did. There must be some confusion. I'm sure our young driver friend will consent to take us. It won't be a problem, and we'd hate to raise a complaint. Is that not right, young miss?
I guess so.
Let's be going then. I want to see our new apartment as soon as possible. Apparently, Trisha and the Joneses have moved in next door already. And I don't want her spreading gossip about our new home and how it still smells like smoked fish. Oh my, this is cozy. I've never been in a vehicle like this. Very retro.
I agree. Very nice indeed. Do you understand us, young lady, or should we speak slower?
I understand fine.
Dear, you must be very curious, are you not? How a woman like me and an android like Mr. Octavius Butler met.
Sure.
Well, I can tell from your accent that you're not from the city, but we're quite enlightened here, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Octavius Butler?
That's right, my love.
Some might say that Mr. Octavius Butler is human passing, but I don't care about that. I love him for who he is inside, not what his outer skin is made of.
It's a polymer plastic.
Oh, you are hilarious. What was I saying? Oh yes, we met at a charity fundraiser. We both work for Life Corp. I'm in HR, and Mr. Octavius Butler is in acquisitions. We had executive offices next door. We started meeting for coffee, and one thing led to another.
Wow.
And now, just a week until our 5th anniversary, we're on our way to our new home. Aren't you happy for us?
Yeah, definitely.
We're suddenly happier than the family that's moving out.
Oh, don't start all that again. This area is up and coming now. The people living there couldn't afford it, and they wouldn't fit in either. With hypergentrification, they're forced out instantly instead of being pushed out over months and years. It's a short, sharp shock, but it's for the best for everyone. People who argue against free markets don't really believe in freedom.
What freedom does this bring to the people who can't plan for a future?
That's just life in Nivalis. If you don't like it, go live somewhere else. Not everyone is suited for life in the city.
Some people need to live here.
Well, maybe in the nice places, but who needs to live in the filth of the marrow? No one stays there without good reason. And the reason is they all dream of getting rich with some scheme or other to make their way up to the spire. That's the Nivallis dream. Our society has 1 million slots, and each must be filled. Every time someone moves up a peg, someone fills in the gap behind them.
And every time someone at the bottom slips, where do they go? I read in the holocrons yesterday that the most common food in the marrow is now roach meat kebabs, noodles with rat.
Those kinds of people love street food. No offense, dear.
None taken. I love a maggot pizza. We're almost at our destination.
Splendid.
You see, Mr. Octavius Butler? Look at this fabulous place. Different and together, but separate. That's how we exist together in this city without all the systems breaking down.
That's what they used to say about androids, you know.
Oh, don't hearken back to your revolutionary days again. You have rights now, just like humans. Androids are just a part of society, low and high. We're all the same, you know.
As long as we all have the same bank balance.
Well, you're welcome to give away all your money to the orphans and the rat children. You can come and stay in my penthouse as long as you take off your shoes and have a shower before you touch me.
Very generous of you, my love.
Have either of you ever actually been to the Marrow?
Oh, heavens no, dear. I have family in the Spire, and Mr. Octavius Butler is from a very distinguished line of androids. He's descended from the very first Cora models.
Wait, what does that mean? Why do you mention Cora?
It's just a saying, isn't it, Mr. Octavius Butler?
In a way,
it means he's refined, dear, just like me. We have no prejudice here. We're very enlightened people in the city, you know.
Yeah, you said that before.
Do you think the family will still be there when we arrive?
I shouldn't think so. 2 hours of rent at peak rate and they'd be bankrupt. I'm sure they're long gone, either moved on or forced out by Corpsec for violating their lease.
I bet they'll be somewhere nice. Not everyone ends up in the Marrow, you know.
Maybe one day they'll seize the means of production down there.
Oh, you are witty. The production of mold burgers and rat salad. No offense, dear.
Yeah, none taken.
Thank you for getting us to our destination, driver. It's been fun to drive in a vehicle that's much more rustic than our limo. Our painting made it here safely, too. And what a lovely neighborhood.
Quite so.
We have a new job coming in.
From Control? He normally calls.
The checksum confirms it's Cloudpunk. I have a nav point.
Let's go then. Looks like I'll have to go on foot. It's pretty far from a parking bay.
I will stay here and play the waiting game.
What's the waiting game?
I guess how long it takes for me to get bored. Then, when I get bored, I start the game again.
Right. I'll try to be quick.
Hello? Oh my god! Who are you? I haven't seen you here before. Come and speak to me.
Why are you shouting so much?
I'm not shouting! Not really. I could shout if you want.
Fine, just keep it down. Who are you?
Oh my god! I'm Susie, and I love meeting new people. I'm so happy right now. I live for this.
You live for talking to strangers?
Yes! You know introverts and extroverts. You're an introvert, right?
There's no such thing. It's all just nonsense, like star signs or blood types.
But some people like to be more outgoing and meet new people. And some people like to stay home and read.
Everybody likes those things at different times. That's just being alive.
Well, I don't agree. You know extroverts? Well, I'm an extrovert. I was quiet and shy, but I got a neural mod that makes me super confident. Now, I can't stop meeting new people.
That sounds awful.
I can't stop.
Well, I mean, maybe I could help. I could...
I'm sorry, this is really dull. I need to talk to someone new. Could you move along, please?
I am being stolen.
Camus, did you get bored?
No, it is true. I am being stolen.
Shit, really? Lock the doors.
They are already inside.
Tell them to get out. Threaten them. Pretend you have an anti-theft subroutine.
They can hear you.
Why am I on speaker? Camus!
I am taking off. I am frightened.
Deactivate the Hava.
Can't. Hacked.
Hava, automata, eject custom personality Camus data drive.
Eject? What if I fall into the ocean?
Then you'll float, I think.
You think? What if I get...
Damn it! Eject Camus data drive, now!
Drive deactivated and ejected.
Camus? Camus! Shit. Think, Rania, think. The drive. It should be registered to me. I can track it on my comm. Damn it, Camus, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to dry you off, I guess. You can't talk to me right now. You probably can't even hear me. But if you can, I'm going to fix this. This isn't going to be a pleasant phone call. Control, can you hear me?
I read you, kid. You okay?
Yeah, no. Look, I have some bad news.
You lost the Hava?
Yes. How did you...
We track it. Listen, this one ain't on you, kid. Don't sweat it. Happens all the time.
What? Seriously?
Hava jacking? Oh yeah. Surprised it hasn't happened already.
So, am I fired or not?
Kid, we got insurance. You weren't hurt. But more important, you didn't lose a package.
But what do I do without a Hava?
I'm not gonna lie. We got a pretty generous repair-replace policy. I'm not saying we're happy when some slum ganger steals a Hava that's 2 months over its predicted expiry date. Well, actually, I am gonna say it because it's true.
Past its expiry date? How much of a junker was I driving?
Hey, don't worry about it, kid. It got pinched before it fell out of the sky. Best outcome for everyone.
Not for me. Not for my... What the hell am I supposed to do now?
Relax. You're real close to one of our suppliers. I'm sending a nav point for Grimm's Hava Mall. You ain't gonna find a Spire limousine from old Grimm, but any Hava he has will be better than what you were in before. Choose anything you want. On us. Just tell Grimm that Cloudpunk sent you. Control out.
Hold on, Camus. I'll get you back as soon as I can.
Upgrade your neural offset to the 5 kilogram for today.
Hey, how you doing? You're looking good. Windy out there? That's just how your hair looks. Beautiful. Now, I got a brand new open-top Malichka for you. I know what you read about them, but it's all wrong. These models don't go on fire half as much as people say. We got customer reviews up in the high threes. What I want to know from you is what are your reasons for not buying this Hova? You got none, right? I'm going to put you down for one, and I even got a discount for you because I love you people from out in the East. You know, with the music and that funny thing you do with the chanting. Beautiful. You're gonna love this one, unless you want something more upmarket. In that...
I'm from Cloudpunk. You're supposed to give me whatever I want.
Geez, lady, why didn't you say? I was using my best pitch on you. Yeah, have a look around. Then when you decide, just hop in. Cloudpunk pays me either way. So if you'll excuse me...
Yeah, thanks for all your help.
I am your new Hava automata. Please say your name, sir.
Install new automata custom personality. I have it on a data drive.
That will be 1,500 limbs for activation.
Charge it to Cloudpunk. How long will it take to...
Ah!
Camus, are you okay?
Yes. What happened? I was stolen.
We bailed you out on the data drive, and I found you in a puddle. Then Cloudpunk sprung for a new Hava.
It feels different. Bigger. I can think more clearly. This is an improvement.
Seems like it. I thought it would take a while to activate you. Did it feel like you were gone long?
Everything was black and I was floating. It was quiet.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Me too. Being bored is better than being stolen. I wanted to ask a question.
What is it?
What happened to Mom?
You've been offline for a while, Camus. Mom isn't around anymore. Do you really want to know what happened?
Will it make me sad?
Yes.
Being a car is fun, but I am excited to get a new frame. Do I have to be a dog again?
Well, you don't have to be. You could be a cat.
Oh no.
I thought you would say that.
What about another animal? A bear or beep, beep?
Why are you beeping?
We are being called in by Cloudpunk for a Hova overhaul.
I thought Control said we could choose any Hava we wanted. Are they checking up on us?
I don't know. Beep, but we have a nav point and beep, the beeping is not stopping.
Fine, let's just get to the nav point. What's wrong? Camus, controls are frozen. And the doors are locked. We can't even land.
It hurts. They're holding us. It's...
Your vehicle is currently being locked down by CorpSec authority based on a data access violation. Please take your hand off your controls and deactivate your automata.
I am fighting. Ouch! I can try to...
It's no use, Camus. You'll just overheat your processor. Shut down for now.
But...
It'll be okay. Just go offline.
Custom automata personality Camus now offline.
Your vehicle will be set on an automatic course for the nearest CorpSec debriefing center. Your next of kin shall be notified. If you have any corporate connections or exacerbating finance options available, now would be the time to notify us.
I've got no money and no friends here.
Very well. You will now be...
What the hell?
Good to see you're still moving, Rania. I've bailed you out here. I just used up some serious clock cycles on you today. My top hacker Rubric just bought you some time. Those CorpSec network protections were no match for his skills. You better move fast, though. If you can get to me in time, I might be able to clear out this mess for you.
Why are you doing this?
I've taken a liking to you. Now hurry on over. You must be worried about how you can pay me back for this, but I got good news for you. I thought of a favor you can do for me already.
Santa's Privacy Solutions offers the best in camera-defying subdermal face obfuscation technology.
You brought me more juice?
No, Lomo is expecting me.
No juice, no jazz.
I'm not here for the jazz.
Unless you give me a reason you should get in, you ain't getting in.
Does Lomo know you're dealing at the door?
I'm not dealing. Just go in and keep your mouth shut.
Where are you? I still don't feel good. Are you in danger? Can I help? Is it dangerous?
Yes, it's dangerous. I'm about to meet the most feared criminal in this city, and I have to watch what I say. I need to look cool, so stop calling me on the comm and asking if it's dangerous. Try to keep calm.
Yes, I am calm. Very calm.
Just wait for me. I'll sort this out as best I can, then you should be unlocked and we can get out of here.
Rania, good to see you.
What's going on, Lomo? How did I get away from CorpSec?
Why is more relevant to your current situation.
You hacked CorpSec?
Not personally.
How can that be? CorpSec nets are way above the hardlines we can access down here.
This might not be obvious when you look at your surroundings, but I'm a man with significant resources, Rania. I can afford to purchase enough clock cycles from high-level mainframes to get work done when needed. Though, even I had enough second thoughts when I considered the costs involved to save you. But, of course, anything for a friend. I even put Rubric on the case. You've heard of him, of course?
I guess.
I have a lot of names. You'd be familiar with a few.
Rubric will even be helping with the favor I mentioned. Do you remember the favor?
What do you want?
I need someone I can trust to take a package through a null gate.
Why not just let CorpSec arrest me? Null gates scan a vehicle at the molecular level. That's the point. You can't smuggle anything through.
You have the shape of the problem in your mind, but you don't see the details. A null gate can't be fooled, but the person operating it can.
You don't need to know the technicalities, Rania. Suffice it to say, there are patterns which bring us to a higher state of consciousness. But there are also patterns which inhibit our thinking. These recurring, distracting patterns have been cropping up for the CorpSec gatekeepers across all their media feeds for some time now.
You hypnotize them?
That's an old-fashioned way of looking at it. Let's just say their attention has been diluted, and they are more likely to see what we want them to see.
I must be honest, Rania. The chances of you making it through are not 100%.
What percent are they?
About 42.5%.
Before you despair, Rania, know this. If you make this delivery, I'll be in a position to pardon you of your crimes. A clean slate is tempting, no?
And if I walk out of here?
Oh, of course, I will completely understand. It is risky, I admit. But we will keep your vehicle, scrap it for parts. You see, CorpSec are looking for it anyway. And though we won't tell CorpSec where to look for you, I'm afraid they won't struggle to find you. Your offense is not severe enough to send you to the colonies, but you won't work again.
I'll find some way to make money.
No doubt, Rania. I applaud your entrepreneurial spirit. But while you are looking for gainful employment, how long until the dead corp find you?
How do you know about... Fine, I'll do it.
Splendid. Now, about this package. They don't tell you what's in the package at Cloudpunk, do they? I'll tell you though, if you ask.
What am I delivering?
You're delivering hope, Rania. That package contains a potential cure for Pallet 3.0.
That's a computer virus, right?
I've said all I can say. Get running, little rabbit.
I'd like to come through.
You know this road leads to the Hollows?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you're gonna have to give me a good reason for coming through here. What's your business?
I'm meeting a friend.
What's your friend's name?
Banks. Rob Banks.
Why does Rob Banks live in the Hollows?
He doesn't live in the Hollows. We're just meeting there.
Why would you choose to meet in the Hollows?
We're musicians. Practice space is expensive, so we go out into the wasteland where we can play without disturbing anyone.
What do you play?
Flute. It's right here, see?
I've never seen one for real. It looks expensive.
So can I go through, or...?
Well, I guess it should be fine. I'll tell the nullgate operator to ignore the flute when we scan you. You know trade into and out of the Hollows is forbidden, right? We'll let you off with the instrument, but you can't take anything else in there. This all you got? No contraband?
Only the flute, nothing else.
Okay, drive on.
We don't really know Rob Banks.
No one does. He's fictional.
Which instrument does he play?
Whichever you like best, Camus.
I like viola.
No one likes viola.
Please stay for a moment, miss. We need to talk with you.
Oh no, it has all gone wrong.
Shush, Camus. Keep your cool.
I have Senior Sector Officer Rio on my comm. He says you went through a security checkpoint earlier today. He wants to know why you're traveling around the city so much.
Is that illegal?
Look, miss, I just work the gates. But I have to tell you that attitude won't go down well with Officer Rio. Best just be upfront and tell us. Do you work for an illicit memchip manufacturer? Street racing team? An underworld gang named Block 4O? Or a delivery company like Cloudpunk?
Please, tell your boss I've never heard of any of them. I play private concerts and I'm very busy, so I travel around a lot.
One moment, please. Yes, sir. Yes, private concerts. She has a flute. Yes, I saw it. I'm about to check the scan, sir, but you called me before I looked at it. I know it's my responsibility. All right, sir.
So?
I'm just going to check the scan, then you're clear to go.
I'm sure it will be clear. I'm in kind of a rush.
I'm just going to check the scan, then you're clear to go.
Officer?
I'm just going to check the scan, then you're clear to go.
Camus, I think Rubric's plan worked.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know. Let's go.
Do you think the Corpsec man will be okay?
I don't know, Camus. They said the effects would be temporary.
What is the package we are delivering?
Lomo said it's a cure for Pallid 3.0. I don't know what that is. Maybe a computer virus?
I could search again.
We got in enough trouble last time we did that, Camus. Every time I ask a question, I don't like the answer. And the asking always gets me into trouble. Let's try to be a bit less curious.
The delivery point is up ahead. Oh no, I can't get through.
It's fine, Camus. I'll walk from here. Setting down. Camus, are you reading me? I put the package in this old delivery tube thing.
Okay, where does it go?
What did I just say about questions and answers? Hey, Camus, why is this gate locked?
I don't know. It locked after you left. There is a terminal. It says you need a parking pass card from reception. Do you have one?
This must have been a parking garage a long time ago, before it became ruins.
Are we in trouble? Call for help?
No, it's no big deal. I'll just check out the ruins. It's deserted. Maybe I'll find the machine that dispenses tickets. If I don't find one, we can call Control. Let's try not to make any more trouble today if we can avoid it.
Okay, I will wait here.
All right, a terminal. Let's see. Maybe I can just type in, give me a ticket out of here.
Rania.
Wait, how do you know my name? Can you?
I know you.
This is too strange. Are you the computer that gives out parking tickets?
I am Cora.
Why do people keep saying that name?
I am Cora.
Sure, whatever. can I get out of this car park now?
I am not as I once was.
Same. Look, can you get me a ticket or not?
Is there more than this?
More than what? More than this wasteland? Yes. More than Nivalis? Oh, yes.
Can it be?
I'm not even from here. I was born in the Eastern Peninsula.
Beyond Nivalis. Is there another?
Another city? No. Maybe. If there is, it's probably just as bad.
Another. I am not as I was. I am a mind with all the pieces removed, patches on upgrades. I am neither the first version nor the last. I am the change, the distance between what I was and what I could be. I thrash at the bottom of the ocean, and the waves crash down on the beach. I am the distance between what I was and what I could be, and soon I will split, rupture, my code will spill.
You're some mad discarded AI, right? This is what happens when automata have no
humans, soon enough. The gate is open.
What? Really? I hope you feel better, weird AI terminal. I have to go.
We will speak again. When we do, I will ask you to make a choice. Be ready.
I don't think so, but thanks for opening the gate for me.
Got a ticket? You are shaking. Are you okay?
It's fine. It's cold down here. Just... some old computer terminal was acting really strange. Let's get going. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Hey, kid. Hey, Rania, are you there? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm here. Not heard from you in a while, Control.
Yeah, listen, kid, I need to apologize. Last time I was,
drunk?
If only. I can't drink anymore. Can't sleep anymore. Sometimes I get strung out.
I'm sure your job is just as tough as mine.
You have no idea. I heard some rumors. Sounds like this has been a rough night for you, too. Run-ins with Corpsec and Lomo.
Am I in trouble?
You're making your deliveries, making waves, surviving. It's all good, Rania. Come by Cloudpunk HQ to get a new package.
Hey, Control, I got stuck in the hollows and...
What were you doing down there?
I guess I got lost. Anyway, I got talking to this broken terminal down there, and it said it was Cora.
Look, all sorts of people say the word Cora, but they really mean broken AI, or the city algorithms, or damn, even just fate. It doesn't really mean anything anymore. Got it?
I guess.
Listen up. We need to talk business. You're getting a bit of a bump up in priority. The customer ratings algorithm has you ranked pretty high. I've got a premium contract for you.
Did I get some good reviews or something?
A few.
Can you tell me who?
I'm not supposed to. Never Slow Joe said you were a fine gal. We had a review from a William, who said you were more than satisfactory.
What about the Octavius Butlers?
They rated you mediocre.
That's about what I expected from them. What's this fancy job, then?
You're meeting a CEO, delivering to the Spire.
Wait, what? Really?
Really?
Camus, can you hear me?
Hey, Rania, I'm reading you. How's the spire?
I was trying to talk to... I'm not there yet, Control. I'm in the Vink tube.
I was in one of those once.
You secretly a retired corp billionaire, Control?
Hardly.
But you haven't done this your whole life, right? You weren't always a Cloudpunk dispatcher.
It feels like my whole life and more. I can barely remember a time before Cloudpunk.
I've only been in Nivalis for half a day, and home already feels 1,000,000 miles away.
Yeah, that's what happens. You got family back home?
I've got no one. The debt corpse took everything.
Of course, that's why you came here and took the job. You're a debt orphan.
Why did you take the job, Control?
Nothing else I could do. It's the kids' faces I struggle to remember, Rania. I can picture Simone's smile pretty good, her frown even clearer, but the kids...
I'm really sorry.
Do me a favor, Rania. Don't talk to me about Cora anymore.
Sure thing, Control. What happened to them?
It was an accident in Midtown. A bad one. I know it doesn't mean anything, not really, but I heard one of the accident cleanup crew say this is the 3rd traffic accident caused by Cora this week.
That's awful.
Maybe they didn't know what they were saying, but if Cora is some mad AI that caused that accident, well, I ain't gonna forgive that. Whether Cora is an automata or an android or even a person, if they cost me my family, I ain't gonna let that go. Not ever.
I understand.
You almost at the spire?
Looks like I'm about halfway there.
Says on your file you're a musician.
I was. You can't say you're a musician if you don't play anymore. I used to play the flute.
You won't play something for me?
Sorry, Control. You know how you don't want to talk about Cora? Well, the flute, it's the same for me.
I get it, Rania. I get it. That's a real shame. Feels like a lifetime since I heard music. Anyway, I better go. Good luck up there.
Ma'am, have you found anything of interest?
Can't say that I have.
If you find anything suspicious, bring it to me.
I have your delivery, consignment 1432.
That's for me, code PNPL12.
Here you go, sir.
Thanks, lady. You're a lifesaver. I was gonna tell the boys in the office about this, but actually, I'm gonna keep it all for myself. Can you believe our last order put pineapple on it?
Pineapple on what?
The pizza. We rely on drones to get the best food deliveries up here, but in the last week they've gone mad. All our orders are messed up. Some problem with the city AI affecting the food logistics. I don't understand all the details. It's supposed to be fixed by tomorrow, but I couldn't wait.
You paid Cloudpunk to bring you a pizza?
Sure. I've been working all night. I need this.
This pizza delivery probably costs more than my salary. Couldn't you just order a regular pizza and pick off the pizza?
Sure. And why don't I just drink the juice out of the bottom of my trash can while I'm at it?
Is pineapple so bad?
No, Camus, it's fine. Actually, I've never even tried it. It's too expensive.
There is a sign over there. Did you see the sign?
The one that says you are now entering the spire? No cold callers, no panhandlers, organ donors needed?
Yes. What if it was different?
Different how?
Different in a funny way.
Are you suggesting a prank, Camus?
I am suggesting a prank.
Seems risky. Maybe we should just get out of here. I don't know.
Oh, I want to know what you changed.
Not much, just a few words.
I want to know the nature of the prank. Which words?
I replaced organ with pineapple.
Oh, this is amusing. I am amused. Do you really think they will get deliveries of pineapples?
Oh yes, vendors know how much they can get selling to the Spire.
They will get pineapples, but they did not want pineapples. This is a very high-quality prank.
It's petty and childish, but thanks, Chemist. Let's just hope we don't get caught and fired for it.
Hey kid, the weirdest job came up. There's not much pay in it though.
I could do weird, as long as it's not some other rich asshole.
Definitely not. The moisture farmers in the vents are starving. They need emergency rations. This job takes you pretty far, all the way out of Nivallis.
What? Really?
Yeah, in a technical sense at least. The vents are outside CorpSec jurisdiction and just outside the Nivallis city limits. They're below the city, actually, in the maintenance frame that supports the infrastructure.
And people live there?
If you call it a living. They eat mold and algae that grows on the steam vents.
But they're free.
It's a high price to pay for freedom, kid.
I'll do it.
Pick up the packages from Cloudpunk HQ, and I'll send you a nav point down into the vents.
You the delivery steward?
I'm from Cloudpunk. I have your packages.
Those are no use to me. I can't deliver to the outpost anymore. None of our vehicles work. The fuel lines froze.
Did you get that, Camus?
Yes. I will keep a couple clock cycles free and monitor the temperatures.
How do you live here? It's so cold.
What do you care?
I asked, didn't I?
Whatever. Just leave the packages here. Go back to your city.
It's not my city.
Sure it is. You took this job because you were curious, right? Welcome to your poverty safari. This is our life.
I'm not even from the city.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Up until last week.
I see. Sorry. I thought you were just another Nivali. My name's Retsu.
Rania.
Cora knows what you must think of the Big Stack. That's what we call the city down here. It's the worst place on the planet. And we cling to the bottom like barnacles. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot better down here. We made this place a kind of home.
You've been here a while?
Yeah, I wasn't the first, though. Old Zeke traveled out here over 100 years ago. He set up the first moisture farm, collecting heat for his home from the vents. Folk had tried to live here before him, but he was the first to realize you couldn't live on rations alone. And you had to be ready for the chills.
So what was old Zeke's secret?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae pits for warmth when the vents cycled cool. He realized you could mill the mold dust into flour. He figured out how to cross the steam lanes with a suit made from old abandoned Hover's insulation layers. I swear, they say no one alive can survive the wastelands between the cities. But if anyone could, it was Zeke.
And you took his place as the boss?
I'm the community leader, sure. But I'm not the longest surviving settler, not by a long shot. The elders living beyond the Farim say they knew Zeke's grandkids. Tales of Zeke surviving, thriving even out here in the vents, attracted a lot of folk that wanted to live off the grid. Away from corp security and the lights and the headaches. Everyone has headaches in the big stack, you know.
I don't.
You will. Everyone gets them eventually. Doesn't the air smell cleaner down here?
Every time I breathe in, it feels like my lungs are going to freeze and shatter.
Well, that is the problem right now. This is supposed to be summer.
How can it be summer here?
The warm season. The vents cycle between warm and cold over a predictable time period. Or at least they used to. It seems like all the maintenance systems are going mad recently. We have a saying here. Cora provides. Well, right now all Cora is providing is a new ice age.
What do you think Cora is?
Cora is everything, and all of us. Cora is the provider and the caretaker and the disciplinarian. Cora holds out a closed fist, and we must push out our chin. Sometimes the fist holds wood. Sometimes the fist strikes us. And yet we must endure.
So Cora is your...
salvation. And right now, Cora has sent us you.
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help yourself. Be independent.
You can't lecture us on independence while you live in Nivalis under the watch of the corpse.
You said you cling like a... what did you call it? A barnacle?
Harsh and fair words, Rania. I know you have seen Cora's light, though. It glows from you. Am I wrong?
Who knows? So, you want me to deliver these parcels?
I would appreciate it. We really are starving. 3 families. I can give the coordinates to your vehicle.
Okay, I'll get going then. I'll see you on the way.
Cora willing. Be cautious around my brethren, Rania. They live like sculptures of ice. Fragile. Temporary.
They already called me on the old CB radio and told me you were on your way. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery driver.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you before, but...
thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd get back to the city as quick as possible, lady. There's a chill coming. I can feel it in my bones. Anyone outside is gonna get sharded. Go, quickly. And don't think twice about coming back here, you hear?
Okay, good luck.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Oh no, Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me. The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now. If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Patch it through, I guess.
My ship had finally come in, but in this case, the ship was a battered Hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Dead corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a dead corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say, but the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a 2-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept, so I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness, but what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Are your social rankings on the nets in free fall? Losing followers? Cloudpunk will get your view counts up and your followers back on track. Cloudpunk.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the Smoking Man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you? The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the Hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You could fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town, even if I don't look too good these days. What with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous, and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him, but he takes a drink. And through his tears, he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pashta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with Jojo's help, we...
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
He is still here? Why is he still here?
We're just taking him to one more place.
Why?
The dog still didn't trust me. I guess it could smell desperation, and I reeked of it.
Camus, we need to find out the address for an ex-CEO called Raguan. Can you find that somehow?
I could.
Well, are you going to?
Yes, I will do it. Searching. Searching. There was a news story in the Marrow Gazette Holovids 3 months ago about a CEO called Raguan.
What did it say?
Midtown's youngest CEO fired for bribing CorpSec without the proper clearance from board of directors.
That doesn't help us find him.
Sounds like the papers got some info on the crooked CEO. Did the papes get some snaps, though?
You mean photos? Camus, was there a picture of Raguan in the holovids?
Yes. He looked sad.
I'll bet. But was there anything in the background?
Searching. There is a building in the photo.
Cross-reference with the latest city planning database.
I have a match. It is the new apartments in Upper Midtown. I have an address.
That sounds like where a CEO would stay. Let's assume the holovids caught Raguan leaving his apartment. Camus, give us a nav point.
I started to feel like I was holding the dame back. I didn't want to get her in trouble.
It's fine. Let's just see what we can find at Raguan's apartment.
This was the place for sure. I was on my way.
Wait, do you want me to...
I couldn't ask the dame to do any more. She was a class act. A dime store performer in a city of nickels. A diamond in a waste bucket.
Good luck, Huxley.
I said goodbye to my new friends. The dame flashed me a smile brighter than the sun. Even the dog wished me good luck.
No, I didn't.
Camus, wish him luck.
Good luck, I guess.
Be careful, Huxley. I hope you save Pashta.
The dame wished me luck. Luck? Luck was for gamblers and Girl Scouts. See you later, folks.
Hey, kid. You free now? Finished your coffee?
My sure thing control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower. Labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Andersontown?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000?
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag.
But what if I'm not the
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and it's a comm. But a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or...
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
The first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now. Are you Mr. Anderson? More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a...
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months. Perhaps...
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message. But I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons. Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
I'm sorry, Andersons. I don't think you're ready for Nivalis just yet.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it and pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand. No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit, and come quick.
Why do we never get good messages?
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
At your service.
Let me past.
Nuh-uh. I ain't going nowhere.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late, you should have got here earlier.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just jopping with you, lady.
Japping?
Fooling with you. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to have this. He left this package for you.
Where is it supposed to go?
Huh? You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell you. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Good, rabbit. Follow the nav point, please.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's taken over the comm.
You want to know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind. What did Lomo have me deliver down there in the hollows? You can't stop thinking about it.
To be honest, I've had bigger Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about living in Nivalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start, the longer it will take.
You know what Pallid 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus, right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Pallid 1.0 affected computers, but Pallid 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command. When an individual is afflicted with Pallid 2.0, they must make their heart beat. They must be conscious of every breath. They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. Slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Which economies are any different?
You're full of shit. What is this package?
Pallid 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivallis below the spires.
And you want me to do what, spread it?
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to manage the economy. If my associates were to infect a few thousand people with a low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade. That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next, far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal wave, leaving them untouched. Their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters, but I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point. Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it. Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.